Hello, welcome back to Peter's View. I'm Kinsey. I hope you guys are going to be interested in this very interesting live I have to say about today. Don't forget, before you guys forget, don't forget to comment, you like, and you subscribe, and share if you care to help us gain more followers. I'm sorry, we love you guys. Anywho, today I'm here to talk to you about, as you can see by the title of America Today. Usually I don't get involved in politics because I just never really liked them. However, my history teacher made a really good point today when we were talking about the Renaissance, and it got me to thinking about how we are today. It's no secret during the Renaissance that it was a mess. Well, there were some good parts to it, but it was still a mess to it. But it kind of relates to how we are today. Back in Europe during the Middle Ages is how modern America is, and it's kind of sad, honestly. And people ask what made Obama such a better president. I don't think better is the term. Well, I think better would be a good way to describe it, but comparing Obama to Trump or to any other president that we had, I would most definitely say the big difference is, yes, the big difference is skin color, of course, because he is a black man, the face of America. I would say a very big difference is he came at a perfect timing, because that was during a time that we needed, us American people needed someone in general to put our face and say that we can go to those limits and we can get to the same heights as you guys. I personally feel this is my opinion, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I personally feel Obama came at a perfect time, especially during the 9/11 incident. He came at a really great time, and he helped pick back up our country and help it. And helped it to the way it is today. I believe that America is very diverse, and it is a great thing because of the fact that we stand for justice and equality. Well, that's what we should stand for, but unfortunately, not everyone believes the same things, and it's sad because we're stuck 90 years back in the past, and we're stuck in middle-aged Europe, or what happened in Rwanda, or basically what happens everywhere, which is sad and not great, but it sucks, and it's not really much we can do about it. I feel Obama was a better president not because of skin color, because it was a different perspective. I'm not saying anything against all the other different race presidents that we've had, but I personally feel we kind of needed a change of scenery. I'm not saying this to offend anybody, but I feel a black man's perspective and a white man's perspective are really two different things. And you're always going to get something on the different side because of the fact that we see things differently. They see things in a certain way. We see things a certain way. We see things a certain way, and that's probably naturally in our blood to see things a certain way because of the fact that we've been treated a certain way for so long. So now it's this is how I see things. This is how it processes. And it's just how things go, unfortunately. I don't think there is one person you could probably walk up to and say that Trump is a better president than Obama. You have to give thought into that. Trump has done things that Obama hasn't. That is true. Obama has done things that Trump hasn't. That is also true. A lot of people don't agree with Obamacare, but what you don't understand is Obamacare helps people with a lot of problems, and it has solved a lot of problems, and it helps millions of people. You don't understand how much of a big stress reliever that really is on most people. I don't have Obamacare, but I know it helps a lot of people because I know some people with Obamacare. So I know how relieved they are to have it. And it's just, you can't say things without having like you have, I feel like you kind of have to have a reason for it in politics, especially when everybody's like constantly, I'm not a politician. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. I'm not a politician at all. I'm a high school student. That's what I am. I see things and I think things a certain way, but I also try to put myself in like another person's perspective, and I try to put myself in Trump's shoes, which is like the worst thing I could have done. Like honestly, I don't know why I did that. I did it for like 10 seconds, but like I got to see things a different view. And I was also got to thinking why politics, like of course there's going to be chaos. There's chaos everywhere you go. There's no such thing as no chaos, no peace. There's always going to be some problems, some injustices. Not some, but you get what I'm saying. You get the gist of it. But I feel like politicians, they create problems. So when the problem probably gets too much for them, and the media says, oh, well, we have a problem on the rise, and yada yada. And they do this on purpose because they know the more that it blows up, and how it looks to the people, they're looking to this one person. And this politician can come back and say, well, I have a solution and we're going to fix it. And then the media can also, it helps project this image as a hero. And I feel like politicians play off of the media as well. Especially like certain stuff, it can get past media, or they just try to slither in as fast as possible. But I feel like personally, politicians, they have a way of saying certain things and they can get away with it because they're seen as like this hero person, or like, I have a solution, I can fix this ASAP, like boom, boom, boom. That's not the way how life works. You don't get to create a problem and you come back and you solve it and like you're the hero. That's not the way how life should work. No. And I don't think people pick up on this because they're too busy living in the fact that, oh my gosh, this person, he just saved us, or she just saved us, or we could have had a problem, or she just saved us, or he just saved us. No, honey, because this person was the reason of your distress, the reason of your stress, your extra labor, your extra hours, your cutting hours, your lower checks, or something like that. This person is the reason for all of these problems. If people would wake up and see that, we would live in a better world. If people would stop looking at the fact that your race or your color determines what you're worth or what you deserve. I feel like that's so ridiculous. Why does your race determine what you're worth or what you deserve? That is so unfair to a lot of people. Honestly, and it's sad. America is known for being very diverse. We take anybody, and the fact that we live in a world where apparently the white race is superior and like other races are looked down upon, or like they're all considered into the black category, so they all deserve to be treated like that is crazy. That makes no sense, and it's so unfair. Your race, religion, your color, it should not determine what you get to do in your life. It should not get to determine what you do for anything that you do. Anything. Like, especially religion. Like, people believe in that stuff. People live by these rules. They live by them because that's what they believe in. How are you going to determine what somebody believes in and say, oh, it's wrong, you should do it this way. If not, you're going to get punished. Does that make sense? Do people realize, like, the stuff that comes out of their mouth sometimes? I don't think they do. Like, I don't even realize half the stuff that comes out of my mouth sometimes, but I do recognize that that's kind of crazy. Not kind of crazy. That is crazy. That's very crazy. Honestly. I don't think I've ever been worked up over something. And then, the Black Lives Matter movement. Let me get started on this because, like, I have mixed thoughts over this. It is a great cause. Yes, it is an amazing cause. However, there is such thing as doing cause like a proper way, and sometimes, like not sometimes, most of these things are getting out of control. When someone says do it peacefully means no burning down buildings, no setting anything on fire, no sneaking in, no paintball shooting, really? Like, are you serious? Paintball shooting? Like, has the world really gone mad? I feel like they have. Like, that's, like, I couldn't believe it when I looked on the news that day and I seen it. And I was like, paintball shooting? That's how desperate we've become. And it's sad. Really sad. And the fact is, they think that's funny. There's such thing as doing things a respectful way and the right way and getting your point across. Cool. But this is unbelievable. Honestly, unbelievable. The world we live in is unbelievable. It really is. And the people who have done the Black Lives Matter movement with peaceful protests, I commend you and I respect you very much and deeply, because as a young Black woman myself, I agree with what you stand for and I support you, even though I cannot get in those streets because I've been reprimanded. I've been on house arrest for like the past 6 or 7 months now. So yeah. But I stand with you and I agree with everything you're saying, and thank you. Just thank you for doing it the right way. The people who do it with violence and hatred in their hearts, I understand that we're tired of this treatment. I understand that part. But doing it so with violence and hatred is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to make the other person say, oh, I'm sorry. No. It's going to make them want to do it more because they see how you're acting. Martin Luther King once said it in his I Have a Dream speech. We should not, what was it? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't been in school in like 6 months. I feel like I'm losing my brain cells. But anyway, he once said it, don't act like they do. Don't respond like how they do. How they treat you with violence and harsh words and disrespect, you should treat them with kind words, with respect. I know it's going to be hard. It's hard. It really is. Because some people, you just want to slap across the mouth like, if you don't shut your mouth. But you're going to have to be a bigger person, and you're going to have to keep a very calm expression. Because certain things that people do are very irritating, which is understandable. And let me stop. I kind of get that viewpoint. But there's such a way to do certain things that you shouldn't act a certain way. I feel like certain ways should be handled certain ways. That's how I just personally feel about it. I just feel like it's important because we're in 2020. We reached like 200,000 deaths of COVID. We've reached an ultimate breach in our economic history, basically. And job losses, hospitals, things are almost starting to get back on track. If only people would still follow directions, maybe we can get through this, maybe we won't. I feel like we will. It's just going to take a lot of hard work. Excuse me. But it's also going to take people to realize when the people that you so hate the most, you're going to need them one day. You really are going to need them one day. Because I'm gonna say this for, please don't take this the wrong way, but racism has to stop. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Because the same person that you hate, you can't despise, you think they're ugly, you can't look at them because they're so disgusting, you think they look like a what? You're going to need them one day, and you may not know it. And you treat them so badly. And if they decide to help you, I'd praise them because I could never, ever. It's shocking, honestly. It really is. Hope you guys go out and vote as well. I know I've watched about 10 minutes of the what was it, the debate, and this is our president. This is the face of our country. Really? And especially with, I don't know if anybody has read about Trump's tax returns and his business and how he spent his money. And I didn't come on here to bash Trump. I could care less what the man does. Honestly, this is the face of our country. I have no words. No words can ever explain how I feel about this one person in general, because And then, how are you gonna, oh my gosh. I don't know if anybody has read the Constitution lately, but I went back to the Constitution and I read some bits and pieces of it. And this man is supposed to support us, supposed to protect us, he is only supposed to be the face for the people. That is his job. His job is to the people, to help us, not to help us, bring us together. Bring us together. That's what you need to do. Not divide us. Not talk trash. Not disrespect. Disrespect the people that protect yourself, that protect this country. Because a lot of them probably could quit. They really could quit. I don't know if they can or if they can't. I don't know the rules, the requirements of anything in the military. But I'm pretty sure they can quit. Because how are you going to say all this stuff about these people that worked 24/7 to keep our country safe, to keep you sitting pretty in that White House with no blood on your face? I'm sorry, but he's just, that's all I have to say. Biden, I know Biden has done some things as well. I won't dwell into those things because I would say those things, but I've seen that he has come around in the past 40 years or so. I don't know how old he is. Sorry. But I see how you've come around, Biden, and I commend you, and I appreciate that very much. I'm not saying who to vote for. I believe every person is entitled to their own opinion. Please, people, try to remember. Don't vote on the party. I feel like the person is different than the party's beliefs. Yes, that person probably, I feel like the person of the party just makes up, it's just like a standing point. It doesn't mean they believe in that party's beliefs. I feel like people vote on the party. Don't always vote on the party's beliefs. Don't get that confused. Try to keep in mind of the person. Because not every person is going to be saying that party's beliefs. As you can see with Trump, his party beliefs and his beliefs are two totally different things. And, no. But, vote. You go out and vote. If you are 18, you could vote. You ain't got no sentences. You ain't got no jail, nothing. You could vote. You could vote. And do not give these people what they want. Stop going in angry. Stop going in with they want you to be angry because that's how they get paid. Literally, this is what they wait for. They wait for a reason to lock you up and throw you in that prison ward. Because guess what? They get paid off your anger. You giving into them is just no. The situations that we find ourselves in today are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Especially with Breonna Taylor. Wow. And you call yourself a human being. What human being? No, not even a police officer. What human being breaks down a door when somebody is sleeping and you shoot them in their sleep? I feel like I almost lost all faith in this human existence. Oh my gosh. We need help. We need it badly. God help us all because it's almost too much to bear. I just feel like, and because of 2020, I feel like we have a lot more. This is also going to be the baby boom years, actually, too. I don't know if you guys remember the 1990s or what, but I remember those baby boom years. I remember all those babies. Yeah. I'm sorry, but America's about to be so overly populated with all these children. Child, I'm not telling you what to do in quarantine, but I know 2020 is a new baby boom years. That's great. That's great news. I hope we have room for them. I'm sorry, I had to say it. What else do I have to say? Politics. The only thing that we can do is use your voice and hope and pray it gets better. there's really almost nothing we could do but use your voice. No, there is something you can do. You can go outside and you can go vote. You can go vote. You can go take yourself to anywhere. You can go, not anywhere, but you can go vote. You can go somewhere. You can protest peacefully, not do it not do the whole hallelujah ratchet getaway. Not go like, yes, vote, you vote, you vote, you vote, you. No, you can go like, please vote. You put your signs up. You do it peacefully, and you protest peacefully. Not some angry mobs of people like y'all ready to shoot someone down. And stop attacking people when they're eating. Like, I know if somebody attacked me when I was eating, I would slap you dead silly. Are you crazy? Like, it's nighttime. I'm trying to eat and go to sleep and get in my bed peacefully and watch a movie and do nothing but sleep and eat. How are you going to attack somebody when they eat and say, protest, protest, protest? And you're going to get in somebody's face and say, put your fist up, put your fist up. If you don't get out that lady's face, are y'all crazy? Like, honestly, I feel like people are crazy these days. Like, I understand the need you want everyone. Yeah, you want everybody pumped in, everybody. But people are eating. Like, come on. If you were doing that in my face and I was eating, I would put my plate back somewhere on the table and I'd take my hand and go, pew. Are you crazy? Like, I don't know anymore. Like, sometimes it's almost too much to watch. Not too much to watch. It's almost too hard to watch. Because we've come so far in, like, the last 60 years or so. And, like, it's all going down the drain. Yes, our people fought to get us voting rights. To get us to get them put all these color signs down and stuff. Yeah. There still needs more work to be done, of course. More work can always be done. There's more that can always be done better, that can always be improved, or anything. But there is a way to do it without almost chopping somebody's head off with a paintball. Like, people literally put somebody in the hospital with a paintball. Paintball guns. They're not called paintball guns. Whatever you call them things. But, like, still. Like, I just don't understand people these days. Like, we've gotten desperate. But there's a really fine line between straight ridiculousness and desperation. And I'm sorry to say, but we've crossed into straight ridiculousness. You need to be the bigger person, and you need to get up, and you need to do it the proper way. Do not lower yourself down to their level, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to do that because they feel like they have a right to call you whatever they want. That's what people do. And it's sad, but that's what they do. They, like, once you lose your top one time, they feel like they have a right. In their brains, when you go, yada, 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 they have a right. In their brains, they're like, okay, I can say this because they're doing that. Yeah, they feel like, in their brains, they feel like they have a right. They feel like, I'm sorry, y'all. They feel like they can do it because guess what? She blew up. And then they can go call the cops. And the cops are going to believe them because look at their skin color, look at yours. People tend to stick to the same skin color because they see the same perspective. And it's true. Since they see the same perspective, they start thinking in a similar kind of way. Welcome to America, folks. The great country of freedom. Freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Land of the free, country of the brave. mean, I don't think we're free yet. We're not free. We still struggle. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. It's sad. And then you have teenagers fresh out of high school going to protest. I forgot one boy's name when I saw him on the news, but he said, I'm fresh out of high school and I'm going to protest. And he led a straight protest through his street. You go, son. Shout out to you. And I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I don't remember your name. But shout out to you. I am in my second year of high school. And I'm seeing this and I'm like, what in the world is going on? It's bad enough that we're in COVID now. It's really bad enough that we're in COVID. And it's bad enough people are losing their jobs. And it's bad, and then you're gonna add on to hurricane season, and then you're gonna add on to police brutality. If you ask me, I don't think we should defund the police. Because when you defund the police, you have to think. You have to really think about that. Before you can just go out and say, defund the police. No. You have to think. Because that's that means you're defunding all these liability systems that we use, that help us use to find out what's going on. I would say do a really, really deep evaluation. Because I know people do evaluations, but they need to do deep evaluations. And they need to look at each arrest report done, and they need to do these evaluations like weeklies or monthly or somehow, or get some checkers to check or put 2 police officers or something. But honestly, they need to do that. They really do. I wouldn't say defund. I would say reform them. Do them a whole new checklist. And anything deadly that involves hands or something, get it out of their system. And you have old police officers, and you need to do how should I say this? They need to go over every report. You need to sit down with the police officer, get a lie detector test too, because you know how some of these people, they can just get off by saying whatever. Child. Wow. I have never in my life seen such violence in all my 15 years of living on this earth. I've never seen such violence in the world. I feel like this is the most I've seen ever violent. America is supposed to be a free place for all and for everyone to get a fresh start. And we're known for having the land of the free. That's literally what we're called. Where's the freedom? I don't see it. Don't feel freedom. I don't feel free. I feel trapped. I feel like I have to hide myself. Because of the fact that certain things I do will be taken the wrong way to an officer. And that's just crazy. That is very crazy. And that is so unfair. Because if a white person were to do, I bet you they wouldn't get arrested, would they? No, they wouldn't. And you got some of these judges. They need to start doing things fairly. This is crazy. I feel like I've grown up these past 6 months. I feel like I'm 17 now or something. Because this whole situation is causing people to think differently about our world. And some places, I don't know, man, but there has to be a better way. There has to. There's no way. No way. But we can change this. We can change this. We really can change this if we just stick together, and we just need to stick together. We need to put our hands up and say, we're not going to take this anymore. We want better. We deserve better. This has been going on for too long. We are brothers and sisters of this nation, and we deserve better. We need a president that will take care of us. Not take care of us. We need someone who will do right by us. Us, the people. That's what we need. We need a stable leader of our country, not someone who's going to run to Twitter with all their problems. I'm surprised. Why won't Twitter ban me? I'm sorry. Why won't Twitter ban Trump? I don't think. Has anybody ever asked this question? I've never been more confused in my life. And I'm a very smart kid. Guys, this is ridiculous. You can change this. You can make this better. I don't know if it's just, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me, because I believe this is all things that I believe in, and I'm proud of myself because I don't know. This is like the first time I've talked to this many people, and they're listening to my opinions, and this just means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Ethan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And I hope my message gets to you all, because this is something that's important to me, and because this is like the first time I ever spoke up on a cause. I'm like the quiet person that sits in the back of the classroom with all the opinions and all the answers. I just never say anything out loud. Honestly, I'm despise people in school. I just don't talk to them. I don't know why. I just like, they're just too much for me. But I think like this is what we need. We need young generation leaders. I'm not a protester, no, but I am a firm believer in things, and this is what I believe in, and I stick by it. And I've tried putting myself in the other person's shoes, and I've tried putting myself in the other person's shoes, and I see their point of view. And it's sometimes, I feel like sometimes it's hard to see it's frustrating when you can see both points of view. You can get both points, but you also just don't understand, why can't there just be middle ground? People, we have to compromise if we're going to find a better way. We're going to have to compromise. But we're never going to find, it is sad because we're never going to find peace, because not every single person is going to think the same way. Everyone always believes, no, they are below us. They are below us. And sad, because we're not going to find common ground anytime soon. But we can start if we have somebody who's going to stick to these firm beliefs. And we can start by voting. Start by voting. Start by saying something. Start by saying, I'm not going to take this anymore. Start by doing that. Do that. Hi, Jaden. You're so nice to me. But yeah, you could start by voting. You could start by saying, I'm not going to take this anymore, so I'm going to go by and I'm going to pick up my ballot and I'm going to vote. I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to put my sign up and say, hey, please go vote so we can have a change in our world. Please vote so this madness can stop. But that's what you can do. That's what you could do to help us. Help each other out. People say all the time, but oh, I don't like Trump. Oh, I don't like this. If you don't like him so much and you want to change, how about you go vote? How about you go by the mail office, pick up your ballot, and you vote if you don't like it so much? Nothing's going to change if you don't like it so much. I'm sorry. And if you are not old enough to vote, you know what you could do? You can go. You can take yourself, you can go to somebody who can vote for you, and you can say, hey, how about you vote? Did you vote? You know who you should vote for? Everyone is entitled to their own opinions at the end of the day, but you know what you could do? You don't have to, you can't. We're entitled to our own opinions. That's what all human beings are entitled to their own opinions, right or wrong, yes or no. But at the end of the day, go vote. Help us. Help me so I can stop going crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy because this is who we're stuck with. But at the end of the day, go vote. Help each other out. And stop lowering yourself to their level. We're not going to get any better. You say, oh, they did this, oh, he's that. Don't go to their level. Even when they do the most dirtiest things you could do to a human being, why don't you go and you start over? Start over. Be fresh. Start over. How about this? We need a new start over. It's 2020. We're going to a new decade. So how about we start over? You start over with a good start. You start off by saying, I'm going to help you. You're going to start off with kindness. Like Selena Gomez says, you kill them with kindness. Don't lower yourself to their level. Don't ever lower yourself to their level because you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get stuck in the same battle over and over again. So you start. You start by voting, by kindness, by respecting yourself most and foremost, with love and peace, and start with acceptance. As long as if you can make one change towards acceptance and you can get somebody to believe in you, you can do it. I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. But anyway, thank you for watching this live so very much. I appreciate all your comments. Please go vote. Make sure you remember what I say because this is important. Like, this is the most passionate I've been about in something probably so long, actually. But how about you guys? You guys go vote. And you guys have a very blessed day. And I'm going to pray for each and every one of y'all tonight because I can't take this anymore. I'm going crazy. Like, you guys, thank you. I appreciate this. Make sure you guys like, you guys comment and subscribe. And make sure you share this video if you care. Because we need this in our world. We need this right now. We need it all. We all need this right now. Whether we admit it or not, whether we're wrong or not. Some people do it just to get famous, but we need this. We need this right now. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down your opinions, and say what you feel like in English, please. And I'll try to respond back. But thank you. Have a nice day. Well, have a nice night. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share if you care. Bye.